Hey YouTubies, how's it going?
Hello YouTube. Today Vicky wanted to do a
Shrimp boil.
shrimp and crab boil.
Yeah, king crab.
Yeah,
the good stuff. Jinx. So, yay! It's been a good minute since we've done a shrimp boil. Didn't have actual lemons, so I got lemon juice. Not gonna be able to eat all this tonight, of course.
Yeah, some of it she's planning on eating later.
Yeah, leftovers.
And I also got some beans because I love beans. But
we got didn't have time because we're rushed because I'm trying to get this done before Dad gets home. So we got sauces. We got a sweet and spicy seafood sauce by Louisiana and cocktail sauce by Louisiana. So we got them already in the thingy. If I can eat this, it's like really hot. They just came off of the stove.
and I got a trash can right here, so I'm not just throwing stuff on the floor.
Yeah. Okay, see, I have to put my glasses on to be able to see my shrimp. Don't know what I've done with my crackers. I wasn't expecting to do a seafood boil this soon. I knew we've been talking about it, but I didn't take the measures to look up, find out where I've done with a lot of things we've had to hide here and there to keep Dad from getting rid of things. Well, Mom too when she was alive, but
Yeah,
Dad.
he's been throwing away her stuff too.
Yeah, I had some stuff up underneath the bed the other day. Some of my, I need to get some of my video and photography stuff. Umbrella to my tripod, my lights, and after all, in case it drips. Oh, you got the amper down. That works too. But one of the umbrellas that goes to my lights, my green screen. Fighting with a porcupine. Jeez. You know, and different things like that. Threw away. What I wanted to tell him was, don't you realize that you are not the only person that lives here? And when I mentioned it all to him, he did his fake crying like he always does. So, anywho.
Yeah, his fake cry lasts about 2 seconds, and you can tell it's fake.
Literally, I'm not even joking how it lasts pretty much literally 2 seconds. No tears. So, these are spiky.
Yeah, it's the problem with king crab.
Oh my god. It's been too long since we've had a shrimp boil. Thank you, dear.
Mm-hmm.
We got this from G&W, which is aka Country Mart. Their food, particularly their meats, looks so much better than Walmart's. And particularly the king crab, well actually the shrimp too, you get more for your buck at that store than you do at Walmart. Like, wow.
Yeah, this is the shrimp we get from
Country Mart.
Country Mart. The shrimp from Walmart's maybe a third that size.
Yeah.
The amount of king crab is way more, and it's actually cheaper.
Yeah, it's almost like the equivalent of at Walmart, the equivalent of 2 or 3 packs you get in the freezer section. Oh my god, and it tastes so much better. The last time we had king crab from Walmart, it didn't taste as good. Delish. been wanting seafood for a while, and it's like you can't go any place anymore, it seems like, to get even snow crabs. One of the Chinese restaurants we used to go to back in my hometown, well, near my hometown, every once in a while would have all you can eat king crab night. I haven't seen any place around here that has that.
Yeah, I ain't seen anywhere that has all you can eat crab legs or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked up on the internet to see if I could find one, and a couple of those places that were listed, they're listed as 1-star restaurants. So in other words, don't go there.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking 1 or 2 ratings. Most of the ratings were.
Yeah. You're actually barking at something, probably a squirrel.
When you're looking up the ratings of a restaurant, don't just look at the couple on the top, because they could have faked those.
Diana, are you feeling all right?
Oh, they've been chasing each other.
Oh. I was like, it's got the zoomies.
Unless you don't get the tooties. Vanilla ice cream and orange juice.
Yeah. So basically a creamsicle. But a healthier version of what you would normally think of a creamsicle. Did it taste right?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't tried it yet. Normally we fix it with orange soda pop. But I haven't got to the shrimp yet. I haven't got to the sauces yet. I'm enjoying the king crab. You can see, you guys can see that or not, but can you see all the little spikes on there? They're sticking up. It's like, ow! Actually, those ones are soft. It's these ones back here that hurt. All right, let's try this. I can honestly say this is the biggest shrimps I have ever had. We don't splurge like this very often. It's been forever since we've had. You can see there now how big that is. Like, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna try the sweet and spicy first. That is good. It's got the sweet, but that spicy part kind of slowly builds.
Go ahead.
Kind of leaning towards the cocktail sauce, personally. Oh, I will both. Drink, please.
And the more spicy you eat, the more spicy it gets.
Oh my gosh, that's good. I want more shrimp. It's like, I want king crab. Did I eat all? No, I didn't eat all the crab. I haven't eaten all this.
Problem with both of them, you got to work.
Yeah. Work it, baby. Work it.
You're the baby. Your job to do the work. Oh, did you want me to share my dog hack?
What?
The dog hack I thought of.
Oh, yeah.
You hear about all these people who are trying to give their dog pills and stuff, and they're fighting with the dog, and the dog eats it, but then spits the pills out. I had her buy. We bought some hot dogs. Cut the hot dogs in half. Take a straw, and I put a nice big hole in the middle of the straw, or the middle of the hot dog. Stick the dog medicine in there, and on the end, put 2 dog treats.
Or pills, you mean?
Yeah, put the medicine in.
Oh, yeah.
And then take a dog treat and put it on the end.
Oh, I haven't been doing the dog treat. I've just been doing the hot dogs with the pills inside.
And he will never, or she, will never taste the pills.
Yeah, Jack's, we took him to the vet last week. Yeah. And he has been diagnosed with ehrlichiosis, which is a tick-borne disease. So for the next 3 or 4 weeks, gotta give him antibiotic. So I'm doing his idea of giving him a hot dog with the pills inside. He eats the hot dog, doesn't even taste the pills. But wow, he just basically inhales.
Kind of like her with shrimp.
Shrimp, king crab. He inhale a lot quicker if it was easier to get open.
Pre-exoskeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Got to get a picture. Do the good stuff. There we go. There we go. Got it. Got it. Make sure I drop that.
Make sure you drop that.
No, don't drop it.
Again, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I used to like snow crab when we first started going to the Chinese restaurant that was near my hometown. I don't think I ever had snow crab until we went there, ever, because my family was always poor and we didn't have stuff like that. So I never had snow crab until we went to the Chinese buffet. And on certain nights they would have all you could eat snow crab. And then a couple years ago, when on video, we tried our first king crab. Oh my God, that was a game changer. Get so much more meat versus what you get in a snow crab. Although at G&W, aka Country Mart, their snow crabs actually look decent too. Like you get more meat in them than the snow crabs you get at a restaurant. Oh my God. Yeah. Delish.
I prefer shrimp because it's less work.
And here I'm going for the king crab mostly. I like shrimp too, don't get me wrong. I love shrimp. I love seafood.
Yeah, if she eats food, she loves it.
Yeah. I do. I love food. Most foods. Except cream corn. Cream corn, kiwi, sweet potatoes, things like that. That's a no. I don't know why I don't like cream corn. I don't know if it's the texture or if it's the taste. So I've never liked it. Parents used to try to force me to eat that crap, and it's like, nope. Now I am curious to try it if I make it homemade versus the can, and see if that would be a game changer on that. But I don't know.
Yeah, because like I can't stand canned spinach. Fresh spinach, no problem.
Yeah. It would just surprise me that you actually tried fresh spinach years ago. I mean, you didn't like spinach. Well, the canned version. His
Canned
parents,
mush.
yeah, his parents forced him to try to eat canned spinach when he was a kid, and he got sick of the table.
Puked all over the table, puked all over my dad.
Yeah, they didn't serve that no more. Oh.
Puked all over everybody at the table.
Yeah, that would not be pleasant.
Because he's like, you gotta eat your spinach. And I was taking these little tiny Vicky bites. And I mean, take a big bite. I did, and well.
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
They never served spinach again.
Yeah, my folks, they still serve cream corn. I didn't get sick, but not physically at least. Just nauseous. But I am curious what it tastes like if it was homemade. Fresh ingredients and everything. I think that would be a lot. Because I've seen pictures of homemade cream corn and it looks a lot different, a lot better than the canned version of stuff. When I was growing up, we were poor, and that's pretty much all we had was canned this, canned that. And ever since I met him, I've had both fresh and frozen vegetables. That was a game changer for me because I realized that all the canned vegetables were mostly mush. Like, So before that, I used to love canned spinach, canned asparagus, all that kind of stuff. Now I was like, no, No. A lot of the stuff, except for cream corn, I could eat if the canned version if I had to. You're hungry, you eat practically anything. Man.
See, some things I don't mind. Now, like for my ramen, get the water, get it to boiling, take 2 eggs, mix it in, as the water is boiling. Take a can of mixed vegetables, dump the whole thing in, wait till it boils again, put the noodles in, and you got everything you need for a nice ramen. Well, a decent ramen.
Yeah, non-real or traditional ramen, at least. Oh, messy. Ah, crap.
Now, when I was really hungry, I'd take a can of chicken and I'd put that in there too. Yeah. Chicken in oil, because then it actually will help the flavor action a little bit.
So good. I've been wanting a shrimp boil for probably been a couple years since we've had one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, one, you got to do it on a night that no one's home.
Uh-huh. We can have the kitchen to ourselves. I like that, but it's got quite the kick.
Yeah. So I use that first and then that second.
Yeah. Oh. Definitely sweep you across the floor with that kick. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Pretty bad. I gotta put glasses on to be able to see my food. I can't see the screen very well right now. It's all blurred, but I can see my food. Joys of having not that great of eyesight. I can see way better than I used to when I had the cataracts, at least. I'm thankful I got all that fixed, thanks to somebody taking me over to the doctor's office nonstop to get everything taken care of. Thank you.
Welcome.
That was what, 2 years ago, I think it was?
I don't know. Was I going to dialysis then or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. So much more meat than snow crab. Delish. I wanted to make some garlic butter, but I didn't have time because of trying to rush around.
I think I'll have like 2 more shrimp and call it for me because I got my beans.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as Dad was out the door, I started getting things ready. Oh. It's like handling a porcupine. I thought I've ever handled a porcupine, but still.
You know how you pet a porcupine? You don't.
Yeah, I gotta say, you don't. Heck, we don't have porcupines here, but I'm just hoping Jax never gets skunked.
They don't have porcupines in Missouri?
No.
Oh.
Not that I'm aware of. We've got armadillos, but I never heard of porcupines.
You've never heard of a porcupine?
I've heard porcupines, duh. I'm saying I've never heard of porcupines being in Missouri. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I just assumed they were here because I'm used to them like in Wyoming and stuff. So.
Yeah. Maybe they're more in the mountainous regions or something. This is hills.
This is like a flat-chested schoolgirl. There's no hills here.
Alrighty then.
Hey, I got to say something off the wall that would hit you off guard.
Yeah, that got me off guard, all right. As I'm taking a bite.
But I said that with love.
Okay. Yeah. Pokey parts in here. Shell pieces in there. I was itching.
Good thing I didn't have you make 2 cans.
Oh, your beans, you mean?
Yeah, it's funny because her dad don't like Jax because, well, Jax don't like him because he growls at him and barks at him and stuff. I went out there to play with Jax for a little while. He don't bark or growl at me. He just comes up and gets his lovings.
Yeah, Jax loves attention. He has turned into a big puddle of goo when it comes to attention. Oftentimes when I'm out there, he doesn't play most of the time. According to the breed, he's supposed to be a very active breed, but he's a big puddle of goo, big baby. I don't think had gotten much attention from his previous people or something. And now that he's here, he gets tons of attention. He loves it.
Should have seen him yesterday. We take him to the park on my dialysis days. We took him to the park, and Vicky decided she wanted to park in a different spot. So we turned around and started to leave the park because we're just going to a different parking spot. He started whimpering and whining and,
Mom, Dad, why aren't you stopping? No, I want to go to the park. We went to the same park. We parked in a different spot so I could take him. Whoa, carefully, okay?
mm-hmm,
Hands.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, neuropathy. Not fun. But we took him to a different spot at the park so that he could experience different smells. So that way I can get his sniffer going. Because he loves smelling stuff. Like all dogs.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Okay. I'm sure you're alright. But yeah, when we go to the park, I let him lead where he wants to go. I let him sniff wherever he wants to sniff. So that way he gets his enjoyment.
Okay.
You all done?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me finish up here. Let me get another shrimp. And then I'll pack up.
There you go, 2-pound shrimp. No.
Yeah, they're huge. I don't know how big the package was. I don't know.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
You had to go to the doctor so I can have a fall assessment for my insurance. Well, she looked over the thing, and on almost everything, my fall assessment, since I'm using a wheelchair most of the time, is low. But when I stand up, my blood pressure just starts bottoming out, and most people can't find a pulse.
Yeah.
So
Literally.
when I'm going from like the car to the wheelchair or going from the wheelchair to something, and what's worse is when we get from home, because I can't use the wheelchair at all, I gotta walk to the house, in the house, then to our room, and that's more than I can handle almost. I'll go to the room and I will collapse on the bed, and there's like three times yesterday I almost had a fall, but I didn't have a fall. So
There was one day he came in walking from the car to the bedroom, and he collapsed as he got to the door. Actually took the bedroom door off the hinge because of it. So we had to fix the door.
and her dad's throwing a fit. See, you shouldn't have changed the door, because it was facing one way, and her dad would just sit there and gawk inside our room all the time, like the idiot he is.
Yeah. As I'm
So
trying to get dressed even.
Mm-hmm. So I took the door off, and I turned it so it opens the other side. Oh, that just pissed him off. You deface my house like that? And it's like, we've made more of the payments on this house than you have. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, and he makes holes everywhere with his little drill. You know, supposedly fixing this and that. We were fixing the door where we had more privacy.
Yeah. Because like her mom asked, why'd you do that? Because he just stands there and gawks in.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't allowed to have a door on her room growing up.
Yeah, literally. I had to beg and argue between 13 and 15. I had to beg and argue to get a door on my bedroom door, so I got some privacy when getting dressed and undressed. So half the time most of the time I had to get dressed in my closet. Luckily it was a walk-in closet about the size of this kitchen. But still, you know, I wanted some privacy. I begged for it. Once I got a door, I begged for a lock. Of course I didn't get that. And the door I got, it wasn't, I don't think it was even really a door. It was almost like a giant, it might have been a door. But it had the slotted, like a window.
Yeah, the kind you can see in.
Window shutter. Yeah, if you look just right, you can actually still see in. My dad is a creepy dude. I found out years later that as a kid, I always smelled cucumbers outside my bedroom window. Well, just the last couple of years, I found out that if you smell in cucumbers, it's copperhead snakes. I didn't know that. So, and that was always late, in the evening and late at night. So I'm wondering if either my dad or the creepy next door neighbor were outside my window when I didn't know it, spying in on me. So I don't know. Our house was like right here. There's rocks in between, and then the garage on the other side. So my window faced out to the garage, where nobody could actually see me get dressed or undressed, unless maybe they were standing outside and I didn't know it, and it alerted the snakes. So I don't know. I don't have any proof, but I do know I smell cucumbers all the time. Sometimes stronger than others.
Well, you've already caught your dad staring at. We got new next door neighbors, and she's already caught her dad staring out the window at the neighbors.
Mm-hmm. Not even joking. Caught him out there. It's like probably at least a good 15 minutes, if not longer, their day staring at them.
Okay, I'm done. And
okay. Thank you. Love you. See you in a bit. Oh, so good.
Oh, and the reason for the new shirts is because they had to be able to get at my access port and dialysis, so I got full button down. I wanted snaps, but I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I'd have to order those. So. Alright, I'm going to pick up here a minute. As soon as I get a drink.
Adios, YouTube. Stay safe. Enjoy.
You okay?
I almost fall again.
That's what I thought you were doing. I see you teetering.
Hi, Jax. Hi there.
Okay.
You slobber monster, you.
Yeah, he definitely is that. Alright.
Oh, he went and got his ball.
Oh.
I ain't got the energy to play with him, so if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I got out there a little bit and gave him a house's ball a couple times for him.
Don't forget the laundry, please.
Yeah. Encouraging him to play when he's feeling up to it. Maybe, hopefully, he's starting to feel better since he's on that medication. I don't know. So, anywho, gonna scoot and catch you guys again later. So yeah, this is really good. I had to sit it up on top of things so you guys could see a little bit better. But anyway, I'm going to get ready to scoot. I got to do a bunch of cleanup before Dad gets home. I'll catch you guys again later. Oh, these are so delish. I'm actually tempted to have one more. I have one more. Like I said, they're good. You okay? Anthony? Must be in the bathroom. Okay. I thought I heard somebody whining or something. Ouch. But yeah, these are so delish. It's so much better than Walmart's. I can't get over this. Honest, before we got them at Walmart because, cheap. Cheap is not always better. Some things, yes. Other things, no. Oh, excuse me. Oh! Ow. Pokey, pokey, pokey! Ow, 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 ow! That's one thing I've learned over the years. Depends on what it is. Cheap is not always better. Like, Mom used to always get the dish soap. Perfect example of this. Mom used to always get the dish soap from Dollar General or Dollar Tree. No, Dollar Tree. The cheap stuff. It doesn't suds up for worth of crap. So Dad wanted some better dish soap. So I went to the store and I got a very large bottle of Dawn dish soap. Works so much better. perfect example that cheap is not always better. The other stuff wouldn't even cut the grease. Oh my gosh. Same with sometimes on mayonnaise. Been times I've gotten the Great Value mayonnaise. I can eat it if I have to, but I don't like it as well as the Miracle Whip. I like Miracle Whip. If I have to, I can eat Hellmann's, but I prefer Miracle Whip. I'm not saying I buy everything, name brand. I'm saying some things, the quality is better than vice versa, and then the cheap stuff. I mean, I think a lot of it's personal preference too. This is definitely a personal preference as opposed to Walmart's. I got king crab. It's like no comparison. Same with the shrimp. I can't get over how when we've gone into Country Mart, I interchangeably say G&W and Country Mart. It's the same thing. I don't know if Country Mart is called G&W in other towns, other places, but in our town it is. So I'll just call it Country Mart. I can't get over how we go in and their food selection throughout the whole store, but particularly their meats and produce is amazing as far as color and freshness and everything compared to Walmart. I'm not one to eat raw meat, but when you go in the Country Mart, the other day, even my mouth watered when looking at the raw meat. That's how much their stuff looks so much better. And I've never done that before. We never actually ate raw meat. I'm just saying that it looked appetizing. But their produce also. Their peaches, plums, bananas, apples, everything. I'm like, wow. Even their canned goods on the shelves oftentimes look like they've got more color in them than when you go to Walmart. And they got, from what I seen earlier, they got a bigger selection of ice creams too than our Walmart. We have a small Walmart here in town. It's part of the problem. A very small Walmart. So we don't have as big a selection at Walmart as some places. Oh my God. Okay. I think I'm done for now. I'm actually officially full. Hi, Diana. All right. So I'm going to get ready to scoot. I will catch you guys again later. Let me know if you guys like king crab, snow crab, shrimp, any of that kind of seafood stuff. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. So I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. I'll catch you guys again later. Bye-bye.